And then John Jones, DC. Man, you know, if you listen to the Big Brown breakdown before this fight, my whole thing, I said those first 2 rounds, John's going to, I don't care how good he is, he's going to suffer a little bit from ring rust. So it's going to be a feeling out period for him. DC's going to look good. I thought DC looked damn good in those first 2 rounds. You know, his vintage DC getting his grill, pushing the pace. He had that amazing trip. John took him down with a trip, and then he reversed him. DC was doing well, man. Landed that uppercut, dropped his mouthpiece, landed some good leg kicks. The whole thing, John Jones set up some great just body work. His body work is what really stood out to me. Sorry, guys, it's late. So I thought John looked amazing. And that whole 3rd round, I said, John's going to come alive in that 3rd round. Sure enough, that head kick, and you finish guy in DC. What's next for DC? What's next for Jones? Listen, for DC, I think it's if I'm his manager, I'd probably say retire. You know, you're 38. You have a cush job with UFC tonight. You have a great job doing the commentating at the pay-per-views with Rogan and Dominic Cruz and Brian Stan and John Anik and those guys. You got a good crew. I don't get why you keep doing it. You're never going to beat John. If you had one shot, it'd probably be this time. You got head kick KO. You've never been stopped in your career. You're 38. Were you going to stick around the 205 division? You fight Gustafsson again. I think Gustafsson's only got better. He probably beats DC at this point. I don't get what you do. I really don't. He's had a phenomenal career, and he's not young. That's the other thing people forget. He's not young. For John Jones, you know, there's all the Brock Lesnar talk, and I'm all for that because I think like the UFC thinks, where they need paydays, they need big pay-per-view numbers, so that's why we're getting all these super fights. So that's why I say that stuff. Not because it's the right thing to do, because it's the business thing model that they've been kind of doing lately. That's why I always say these super fights. The right thing to do is John Jones versus Gustafsson. It's the only thing to do. I think it's a hell of a fight. I think Gustafsson's gotten better since last time they fought. That was a close fight. You know, John has more momentum now. He's a bigger star now this time that they fought. So that's the fight. Brock's not fighting anyways because he can't fight 2018 because the whole USADA stuff. So he has to get back in testing, probably get off the juice, then they have to fight. I love that fight too, but just fight Gustafsson, so there's no question. You've cleared out the 205 division besides my boy Ozdemir, and you avoid him at all cost, John. Avoid Ozdemir all cost, son. Take 2 baths. So avoid him. You fight Gustafsson, clear out the division. There's no one left, and then you just go to heavyweight. I don't see many heavyweights that beat him at all. I don't see any heavyweight that beats him, to be honest with you. Maybe a taller guy in Verdum give him some more problems, but Stipe, Overeem, any of those top 5 guys, I think John kind of walks through them.